What's going on, everybody? LK here from EVO. So I actually got the chance to play Project L for an extended period of time, a little bit over an hour for my first session. So I'm going to be just sharing some quick thoughts of everything I gathered. I'm going to try to be taking like notes all weekend of various things. So I spent the entire session playing Ari with the combination of characters. So like the first half I played Ari with, who did she play? I gotta learn the lead character names, but I believe it was Echo is who was being played with, and then later I tried playing Ari and Darius, and then Ari and Yasuo. I also did a variety of modes, so I did one character based with no assists with versus two other characters, but that kind of came from the person I was playing with just got up, so I just got to try to do like 1v2 that way. I did 1v2 I'm controlling an assist versus two other people as well, so there's some flexibility in the modes there. And over time, I'm just like taking time to gradually learn the mechanics, learn the buttons, things like that. So first, the buttons themselves. So you have light, medium, heavy, and then you have two assist buttons, and then you have a tag button, and there are macros as well. The main macros you have are dash and Harry. So Harry, I'd have to look into a little bit more. If you played like Melty Blood, like Actress Again type, it's sort of like that. Like if you do Harry, it covers your left and right, so it covers cross-ups, but you do have to correctly parry high or low. But the low parry only beats lows, not mids, so there's that big type Lumina complaint is not there. The movement varies by character, so Ari has a lot of moves that have air options. She has an air dash, no double jump, she can super jump. She's quite fast. She has something like, if you're a BlazBlue player, like Valkenheims, Beast Cannons, or if you're even older school, like something like the Wolf Cannons from Vampire Savior, just like that type of movement. If you connect them, you can like combo up them, you can move in multiple ways with them. She has these orbs around her that affect her special one. So remember, the buttons are special 1 and special 2, and you do a direction with each. So you could choose to fire like one projectile, or you can choose to fire like multiple projectiles. This is kind of reminiscent of SSJ Vegeta's assist. You can fire all of them when you do them in the air. But when you do them, you can't do them anymore. You have to recharge your orbs either by throwing or doing like a special move. Her combo, I mean, I'm on player 1. I eventually just start doing like a really simple combo, but some of the devs were, I don't know, they're kind of swagging out. They were like, yeah, this is like the corner route, and like this is like the no orb route, so there's definitely some combo flexibility there. Now, when this game is 2v2 and you have, for lack of a better word, like grooves. I think the game calls them fuses. So there's one, the clear beginner one that they're recommending everyone do is there's one where you have, if you have less than 40% health, you do more damage and something else. I kind of didn't read it, I'm not gonna lie, but they just said that was the recommended one. But some of the other ones were pretty interesting. The main two that I thought looked probably like the ones are, there's one that lets you do like a handshake tag. That's kind of like the BlazBlue cross tag battle style tag more than once, like twice. And there's one that lets you do assist into assist, which you can't normally do. So these are the ones I'm kind of going to be exploring a little bit. The game feels pretty crisp. Right now people are talking about like motion inputs, how this game has no motion inputs, and how Grand Blue Fantasy Versus is no longer punishing you. It's not really a punishment. If you actually played the game, it's not like really a punishment. That's a topic for another video. But as far as the special moves themselves, like especially from like, let's say, again, the majority of my time was on Ari, and then probably the character I played the most after that was Yasuo. It doesn't matter. I don't know. There's no other way to put it. It doesn't really matter. Like when moves, like she does her beast cannon. When you whiff, you're vulnerable. If you don't follow it up, you're vulnerable. If they block, you kind of like bounce off. You do have an air option, but it's kind of late. And then when you hit, you could just cancel into something else. Like it's clear that I find the discussion interesting, but it's clear that this is built into their character designs, so it's not really a big deal. I don't think it's such a big deal. Again, I think it's a topic from for another video. Now, quick overview of all the characters. So I know I just talked about Ari a bunch. So Echo has like this bomb he can throw that if you get hit by it, you are in hit stun for literally like 10 seconds, like you have an eternity. And then he has the replay thing that is very visually jarring when you're playing against it. Even like, so you know, the people who I was playing with, like the various Riot representatives who were playing with me, they're like at different skill levels with the characters, right? So some of the stuff I was able to kind of slip out of because it's not like tight, but I think with like some training, like these setups would be really crazy. He controls space really well. Yasuo seems to be like a combination, if I had to relate him to characters, like part Johnny, part Virgil. Like it was kind of weird. I felt like his assists were really strong. I felt like he was able to control a lot of space, but then he moved kind of weird. Oh, of course, I was playing Ari this whole time, so I was like moving the whole time. And Darius, kind of like a big boy, big body. He's like the only character I saw of a reversal, but he has like it's like an armor reversal, so I don't think it's that crazy. And to me, he felt kind of clunky. I don't really play big body characters though, and I didn't spend a lot of time on him, so you know, I can't really comment besides that. Mechanic wise, basically like every phase of the game there's a lot of stuff you can do. So like on defense, for example, you have like a backdash push block that costs nothing but it loses the lows. You have an actual push block that pushes them to like full screen. I believe this costs a little bar. You have the team burst that you can do, and when a character dies, you also have something called Last Stand. When you're under, I believe they said 40%, you can call assist anyway. I'm almost definitely saying that wrong, and I know I'll know more by the end of the weekend because I have a few more play sessions with the game to try stuff, so you have that. Movement-wise, one thing I noted, and they said they do understand this, is there's a dash button, but there's also like an A-B dash. So if you play Marvel, you have like that tap dash. Or again, if you played Melty, it's like the same one. But if you do it too fast, you like buffer moves out of it. But if you use the dash button, you won't. But they seem to be aware of this, so I don't think it's going to be like a huge problem. Every character moves differently across the screen. So again, Ari has like the anime style movement. Echo, since I didn't play him, I can't actually say. Darius was kind of floaty in the air, but he has like these huge like swinging buttons. Like he takes up a lot of space on the screen with his buttons. And then Yasuo leaves stuff on screen. Like he can leave an orb on screen at different ranges. He can set up like a wind pillar and then turn it into a tornado like Rashid and push it forward. He has like a lot of ways of covering his movement, and then also his slashes are kind of big, and on the ground he felt fast. Besides walking, he walks very slow like a samurai. So there's that. So it seems like every character is going to have different movement options. And yeah, that's everything off the top of my head for like I want to say hour and 10 minutes that I played. I think the move is I'm going to just upload my unedited, this is literally just us playing video if you just literally just want footage of the game along with this. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to leave in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you guys feel like it, and I'll see you next time. I'm going to try to have a bunch of EVO stuff because there's actually a lot of booths here, so I'll see what I can do. Thanks guys, peace.